Welcome back to Market Day Report. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for staying with me. Let's jump in and take a look at live cattle, because I am the cow guy, and that's what we like to do. We like to talk about cattle. How about that live cattle market? Let's see what's happening there. October off about 15 cents at 128.35. You can, again, I don't want to say this too many times, but I will. Repeating's okay. But there isn't a ton going on, and you can tell by the change on day. December's off 2 cents at 133.92. Let's take a look at feeders, see if there's anything more going on over there, and I'm going to tell you probably not, and that looks like to be the case. September's up a dime at 163.65, and October's up double nickels, 55 at 166.17. And lastly, before we go back to our guest Todd Horwitz, we'll take a look at lean hogs, see if there's anything we want to talk about there, and we can talk about October being sharply unchanged at 86.47. We've got December down a nickel at 79.85. We'll bring back in Todd Horwitz from Bubba Trading. Todd, you can tell by the change on day there. You can tell by the action. There's not a lot happening over there, to your point about what goes on in August. Do you think we have to worry about ASF anymore? Are you concerned about any lockdowns globally, especially in China, what that could do to the demand side of our products here? I mean, in a bigger picture world, what do you have to worry about, or do you think that we should make sure that we're taken care of before we get too far out of our skis?
Well, you know, I think, Scott, I think we're not going to get a lockdown, which is what you kind of said. I said that was one of my concerns a couple of weeks ago. I think the very fact that President Biden went to OPEC in Saudi Arabia and said, can you produce some more oil, tells me that they have no intention of shutting down this economy, which, you know, listen, we're coming right into the football season, which stadiums will be full. The cattle and the hogs are still enjoying the Field of Dreams game from last night, so they're resting. And this is what we expect in these kind of markets. They're just not active right now. But I do think we've got a very bright future. Certainly there could be a mass emergency at the last minute that something comes up. But overall, I think we're past the thought of shutting down, and I think it's really going to be full steam ahead, and we're going to just see, you know, higher prices and more demand. Now, again, there could always be the what ifs, but right now I would think we're going full steam ahead, but it is the summer and trading is going to be slow.
Well, two things. The first thing I'll say is, you know, nothing got mentioned yesterday about PPI. I mean, it got drowned out, but it was pretty historic as far as the rise. And so that's showing us that there at least is some short-term inflation. Then on top of that, you throw in what we're doing to our prices here and the reset that we've had because of this drop in yields. It's definitely going to get a little bit more expensive here in the short term. So that's something we have to keep an eye on, and what that might be doing to, say, the dollar and or that 10-year yield. So I want everybody to make sure that we keep an eye on that. But before we go, Todd, I just have to say, you know, I was born in Des Moines, Iowa, and that Field of Dreams game last night was absolutely spectacular. What a great showing for the state. What a great showing for our industry. And what a great showing for our country. I mean, no garbage went on. It was top drawer, and I don't think we could have done a better job of bringing the country together in one night. What do you think, real quick? All righty. Thanks very much, Todd. That's Todd Horwitz from Bubba Trading. We're going to leave it at that and go back to Janet.